Hello friends, this is Raj Sastri from Raj Option Trading. Today is December 29, 2021. Let us talk about beaten down stocks. We'll cover a little bit high price stocks, price greater than $10, so that way we can look at these for a little bit longer term trading opportunities. So with that, let's jump in and get started. So as you look through here, we got stock market. Pretty much in a tight trading range, as you can see here. So right now market is getting tired a little bit. This is S&P 500 futures. It's trying showing some signs of tiredness here. It might come down as you go forward. And same situation with Nasdaq here. Trading range here. It's hitting the resistance level here and trying to come down a little bit. And Dow Jones Industrial Average also similar situation here. It will also hit the ceiling here, try to come down. And as you can see, Russell 2000 is already in a downward trajectory here. It also has got a small trading range here. It's also trying to stay within the box here and go from there. So with that in a nutshell, we got to be careful here as volume is drying up and market is going higher. We got to be a little bit careful. Year end is approaching. So as you can see here, market is going up without too much volume. That's basically telling you there is not enough gas in the gas tank here. It might go up a little bit, but eventually it has to come down unless volume picks up and as it goes higher. So with that, we'll jump in here and look at a bigger market picture. Jump into Excel spreadsheet to look at the futures market. So with that, let's jump in here. As you look through here, we got ETF or exchange traded fund. Let's look at our category 1 to begin with here. So let's also sort this by high volume on the top so we can look at those carefully. There we go. So now we got high volume on the top here. As we scan through, we got as we scan through here, we got S&P 500 almost at the top. As you can see here, it's little bit on the top. We got to wait for a little pullback here before we put our serious money into S&P 500 at this time here. But there is a very good trading opportunity. You could buy some stocks within S&P 500 which are beaten down. That's how we like to play here and go from there. And QQQ, as you can see, a similar situation here. It's also just shy of 52-week high. It's also getting tired here. And Dow Jones Industrial Average, it's also almost at the top here. So we got to watch carefully. Instead of buying these ETFs at the top here, go after some good stocks and go from there. So with that, let's jump in here and look at our category 2. As you look at category 2 here, these are big financial type companies here. Let's sort this also by high volume on top. As you look through here, we got XLF here, which is a financials, as many of you know. XLF has got it's up slightly, not too much. Volume is a bit low as usual. RSI is 54, tells you it's middle of the range here. We could wait for a little more pullback before we jump in here. And energy is taking a little bit breather, as you can see here, which is again almost at the top, as you can see here. And we got here TLT. TLT is also a little bit low. That's helping the stock market to go higher. And utilities are also going higher, as you can see here. As the high yield interest rates are coming down, that will help the utilities as usual. Folks will buy utilities because interest rates are lower. Utilities will give a nice return. That's why they go after the dividend in these utility stocks here. Real estate is a rocket ship, as you can see here. It's doing great. It's almost it's actually more than 52-week high here. You got to be careful. It's at the top. On the other hand, if you want to invest in some area, I think crypto is a great area. Look here, Bitcoin is down big time today. RSI is 47. That tells it's a good buying opportunity. So there are a lot of great stocks in crypto area like BTBT, Right Blockchain, Coinbase, Marathon, Bitfarm, Hut 8, all came tumbling down today. There could be some good buying opportunities to slowly start buying them and go from there. So with that, we'll look at our next category here, category 3. So as you look through category 3 here, we got here steady eddy type names, as you can see here. We got consumer staples. Consumer staples are strong today, as you can see here. Little 0 0.6, not too much. So if consumer staple goes higher, that tells you people are putting money into these consumer staples and taking money out from high growth names like Nasdaq. That's what is going on. Nasdaq is down, consumer staples are up here. Healthcare is slightly lower here. I think RSI is high in the healthcare, as you can see here. At this time, it's good to wait. There are selective stocks that you could buy here. Gold is also high from a RSI perspective, as you can see here, 58. It's done some nice move here. Let's wait for a little bit pullback here and then go after gold. And now let's look at category 4 here. Category 4 is all about high octane type names here. As you look through, we got IBB biotechnology. Biotechnology, as you can see here, going down off late with the scare about the Omicron is not too high. That's why all the vaccine plays are getting sold off here. We got all these stocks like Moderna, BioNTech, all those names are getting sold off a little bit. Could be good buying opportunity here. Semiconductor is a rocket ship, as you can see here. It's going gangbusters, down a little bit today, but it's almost at the top, as you can see here, just down 1.7%. And then you got technology almost at the top, as you can see here, just shy of 0.5% here. XLY is also almost at the top here. I think we should wait for a little more pullback here and then go from there. And next what we'll do is we'll look at mega trend here and see what's going on in the major trend. So from a major trend perspective, we got our major trends, as you can see here. So I say, focus on low RSI candidates here. Don't go after high RSI candidates. So with that, let's jump in and look at some low RSI candidates. Let's click on low RSI here. So these are the low RSI candidates. Keep watching here. We got RSI levels here, which is pretty much below 50. These are the better candidates. And even if you want to look at very low RSI candidates, look at very low RSI candidates here, like for example, these two here, clean energy and lithium, they are pretty much below 40 here. Those could be good ones you could look at as a buying opportunity. You could pick up some great stocks here and go from there. And we got TAN here, which is solar. Solar is down big time, as you can see here, RSI 36. There are some great solar stocks you could buy for long-term investments, like Solar Edge, First Solar, and and even Enphase Energy. Some of those names you could buy here and go from there. And look here, all the bitcoins are down big time. You could buy some favorite Bitcoin stocks here, given they're down big time here. Anytime Bitcoin comes tumbling down like this, I typically buy some of these big Bitcoin stocks like Riot Blockchain, Marathon, BTBT, even stocks like Bitfarm, Hut8, all work. And then you got social media. I've been accumulating some social media stocks like Snap, Pinterest, even Facebook or Meta. All of them work here. All great buys. So with that, what we'll do is we'll jump in and look at the stock market and see what are the beaten down stocks we can buy as at this time. So let's jump in here. From a stock market perspective, I already sorted this by volume greater than 1 million, as you can see here, all volume greater than 1 million here. And we got stocks that are pulled down, drastically today. Look, we got a couple of these names here. Look, we got Grid here. Grid at this time, I've been buying slowly. $36 stock. The reason I like Grid at these levels here, look, they got positive sales growth here and positive gross margin, and stock came down, tumbling down here, and they got nice collaboration with some of these web scale companies. That's why it's good to buy Grids, Grid Dynamics here slowly and accumulate. Look, they've done nicely in 6 months and 1 year. I think that's why it's a good one to slowly buy and accumulate. And then you got Allbirds. Allbirds is also a good one here. If you talk to any teenagers, They love buying all birds, clothes and accessories and shoes. I think it's a good one here. It does not have too much history behind it, given it's a new IPO. I think it's a good one to slowly buy and go from there. And then you got few more here. Focus on nice positive sales growth candidates like the one here, Clean Spark. Its stock has been falling down off late, but nice sales growth and gross margin as you can see here. So what we'll do now is we'll go after stronger candidates here. We'll go after a positive gross margin so we can eliminate some negative gross margin companies. And we'll also say we want low debt candidates so that way high debt candidates will be eliminated. All right, so let's also look for low RSI. We want stock to be sold off here. So now we are getting our candidates here. We got here Clean Spark, which is a good one. You could go after such candidates here. I would look at Clean Spark. That's a good one. Right Blockchain, again a good one here. I'm a buyer of Right Blockchain at these levels here. It's pulled back pretty hard as you can see here. And we got a few more names as you see here. We got Freshworks, does not have any sales and sales growth. I would go after stronger candidates. Even Signet Jewelers here, it's got new management as you can see here a couple of years ago. They've been doing nicely. I would be a buyer of Signet, given stock has gone down. Nice sales growth and gross margin. And even BioNTech here, it's a great story here. I think stock has been dropping off late as you can see here. At these levels, BioNTech is a good buy. These guys have got a lot of drugs in their pipeline. I'm a buyer of the stock here. And then you got beaten down Brazil stock here. StoneCo, again a good one here. Look, nice sales growth and nice gross margin. You could go after StoneCo here slowly as Brazil comes back. This stock can do well. And we got Berkeley. If you are a investor or a swing trader, you would love Berkeley. Berkeley gives a very good short squeeze opportunities once in a while. It also has a nice sales growth and gross margin. It's a biotech play here. And I also like DigitalOcean, even though it does not have any sales growth yet. It's a newer company. I think this can do very well as we go forward. And we got a few more here. We got Jumia, which is one of my favorite. Does not have too much sales growth, but there is some sales growth here. This has been going down for a while. And Blink Charging is a good one here. They're into EV charging. Stock has been dropping off late, but it's a good one to buy slowly and accumulate. I also like Doximity, which is a great stock here. You could buy some Doximity, at these levels here. Look, it's trying to go higher in 5 days, as you can see here. And we got a few more. We got 3D Systems, again a great one to buy here. You could buy that one too. And we got a few more as you can see here. Unity Software is one of my favorite. It's a metaverse play here. You could buy some Unity Software. This company is going to do great with the metaverse in mind. And Livent again dropped off big time. You could buy some Livent also. ChargePoint is also one of my favorite. So now what we'll do is we'll look at we'll look at some of these categories here. Start with a small cap and then make our way into mid cap and large cap. So to begin with, let's look at small cap here. As you look through small cap, I think okay, we got our list here. Very few companies which satisfies in the small cap, as you can see here. In here, I think I would go after Clean Spark. It's a good one here. A nice sales growth and gross margin. Berkeley also works. Jumia also has got some sales growth here. Blink is a speculative play. If you like, doing some speculation, you could buy some Blink, given there is a high short ratio, as you can see here. And then you got Ping Identity. I would probably not venture into Ping Identity at this time. It's got bigger competitors like Okta as an example and SailPoint. I would avoid that. But Growth Generation could be a good one to slowly buy. You might need to have some patience on Growth Generation because it's a cannibals play. We need to have some rules around governments and some of those policies. That's why it's not going higher off late. But if you have a very long term horizon, you could look at Growth Generation. Now let's make our way into mid cap names here, which are beaten down. So as you see here, these are mid-cap names which are beaten down here. We got Riot Blockchain. It's a great, crypto play here. Nice sales growth and gross margin. And we got here Freshworks. You could look at that one too. No sales growth yet. Then we got Matterport. Matterport is a good omniverse type play here. I think you could slowly buy into this, even though it's a little bit early stage company, as you can see here. But I think it will do well in the omniverse slash metaverse type world here. And I got few more as you can look through here. You could look at some of these names, given they all have low RSI. And I would go after positive sales growth companies like StoneCo, Signet, and QDEL, and so on and so forth. Those will serve you well, given they got nice sales growth and gross margin and low RSI. All these stocks have got low RSI. And keep watching the short ratio. Some of these have got high short ratio, indicates they can have a short squeeze anytime. And keep watching the catalysts here, like insiders buying, institution buying. Those are the good catalysts that will make the stock go higher. Next, we look at the large cap names here and go after large cap. As you go from small cap to mid cap to large cap, the risk level will go down because large caps have got a little more cushion to work with. So as you see here, we got a couple of stocks here. Roblox, which is one of my favorite. Off late, it's coming off. Given it's a high growth name here, you could slowly venture into this as it comes down. And then you got a few more as you can look through here. Go after positive sales and positive sales growth candidates like the ones you see here with the green quarter over quarter sales growth and gross margin. Those will do better. And I like Unity, as we talked about. JD is a good one here, but if you are not willing to invest in China, which I also don't invest these days too much in China, you could avoid that one here. But otherwise, you could look at some of these names here and buy slowly into this downturn. I think if you have a little bit longer time frame, this will work well. Next, we look at mega cap names here. These are biggest market cap companies. And look, we got some of these beaten down names here. Alibaba, Chinese play here. It's been going down of late. I would wait for a sign of a positive bounce here. But otherwise, if you look at Adobe, it's a good one here. Adobe is a great stock here. It's trying to bounce off in 5 days. And all these other names here, as you can see here, these are all beaten down with a low RSI. I would go after these names here for a long-term play and go from there. Look, nice sales growth and nice gross margin here, and all of them got low debt and low RSI. Tells you stock is sold off here. So with that, what we'll do now is we'll look at beaten down stocks here. What I will do is I will look at volume greater than 1 million here, and stocks that are below 200-day moving average. Let's go here below 200-day moving average here, and also stocks that are crossing over 10-day moving average. These are really positive candidates here. These are trying to make their way above 10-day moving average, even though they're beaten down. Let's say we want stocks with a price greater than $10, so that we kind of avoid low price stocks here. So these are the names here, as you can see here. We'll also say we want positive gross margin, low debt, and positive sales growth and low RSI. So we are getting stronger candidates here. So these are the turnaround candidates, as you can see here. You could look at these turnaround names, just a handful of them. You got Livent, Unity Software, CRM, ADI is also a good one here. Nice sales growth, as you can see here. Cortera and Walmart. You could look at these candidates here, given they are pretty strong candidates. So with that, probably we'll wrap it up here. Thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.